Every day, Kelly practiced her fake smile in front of the mirror. She had to put on a mask constantly. After her parents died, Kelly had been living with her aunt's family, but her uncle couldn't stand her and wanted to ship her off to boarding school. That's when Kelly decided to get her revenge. One night, while her uncle was working on his car, someone suddenly switched off the garage lights. The next instant, the car suspended above came crashing down, crushing his legs beneath its weight. He desperately tried to push it off with his hands, but the car was far too heavy. There was no way he could save himself. Kelly watched her uncle scream helplessly, whistling cheerfully to herself. With a car that heavy crushing him, she was certain he'd be dead for sure. Later that night, when her aunt couldn't find her husband, she searched everywhere until she finally discovered him trapped under the car in the garage. She rushed him to the hospital just in time. The good news, her uncle was lucky enough to survive. The bad news, he lost a leg. A few days after he came home from the hospital, Kelly nervously approached him to ask about his injuries, worried he might have seen who did it. She casually asked if he'd gotten a look at the attacker, but her uncle calmly said he hadn't seen anyone. Kelly instantly relaxed. The next day, her aunt went to visit friends, leaving her uncle home alone. Kelly watched this happen, realizing she now had the perfect opportunity to finish what she'd started. She went to her uncle's room first, making up an excuse to send the caregiver home early. On her way out, she snatched his phone so he couldn't call for help. When the timing was right, Kelly put her final plan into motion. Meanwhile, her uncle was sleeping when he suddenly heard a baby crying through the baby monitor. Not knowing what was happening, he grew worried about the child and forced himself to crawl upstairs despite the pain. At that exact moment, Kelly turned on all the gas burners and filled a pot to the brim with cooking oil. Soon, the kitchen smoke alarm started blaring. Her uncle pushed through, desperate to find the baby. Kelly, meanwhile, was splashing gasoline all over the kitchen. When her uncle finally made it to the nursery and pulled back the blanket, he froze. There was no baby, just a phone playing a recording. He realized Kelly had played him. That's when Kelly appeared in the doorway.